The acting CEO, it was identified by the organisation products going missing. The acting CEO, and then it was then established that it was Councillor Sherlock, who has admitted that. We have it in writing, it's public information. The question I asked to the officers earlier this week was, can you please advise which Policy Act regulations provide the GM, the CEO, with the authority to investigate and determine allegations of misconduct? I was then told by the CEO via Mr Reynolds that the Local Government Act under Section 62 provides that authority. That is categorically wrong. The CEO, the acting CEO at the time, had no authority to investigate that. Section 62 that I was pointed to deals with the General Manager's responsibilities for managing the day-to-day operations and affairs.
I just warn you that I might have to accept this procedural motion sooner if I'm concerned you're making allegations about staff, because we do also have an obligation under workplace health and safety to look after the workplace health and safety of our staff, and I'm just concerned you're getting into some allegations about staff as well.
I have concerns about the accuracy of the information I was given. Section 62 says that the GM is responsible for the day-to-day operations and affairs, enables the GM to manage the resources and assets of the council, and basically has an other clause, which means anything that they need to do in order to do that. But when it was identified that it was Councillor Sherlock removing product, that immediately switched, not from a stock management point of view, not from a day-to-day operations point of view, but to a potential misconduct issue. And only today, I thankfully had the Director of Local Government confirm in writing for me that the General Manager has no responsibility, no authority to investigate or determine allegations of potential misconduct by an elected member. Extension of 3 minutes, please.
That's moved by Alderman Zuko, seconded by Councillor Elliot. All those in favour? Bloomfield. Oh, sorry, Alderman Bloomfield. All those in favour of the extension of 3 minutes say aye. Aye. And say no. I'll probably say no.
Okay.
All those in favour?
The extensions do. Yep.
Alderman Zuko. Councillor Coates, or Councillor Elliot, Councillor Coates, Alderman Bloomfield, Councillor Kelly. Arm up. Yes, thank you. And yeah, thank you.
I think that's carried.
Oh, it needs to be against, Lord Mayor.
Oh, sorry. Against. All those against of the extra 3 minutes.
Councillor Passelt, Councillor Kitsos, Councillor Lohberger and the Lord Mayor. Sorry, Councillor Data, can I just confirm your vote, please?
Abstaining.
You abstained. That is a negative vote. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is carried, Lord Mayor.
Okay, 3 minutes, Councillor Elliot.
So the equivalent here is if I decided that I needed a digger to do some work on my property and I took that home, that would not be about heavy equipment management, it would be about my potential misconduct. If I used a council computer to send threatening messages or do something illegal, that would not be about IT management, it would be about my potential misconduct. So I submit that the acting CEO at the time had no authority to investigate and determine potential misconduct, and that's what this is. I also note in the admin response that the CEO has taken select portions from the legal advice that the council's received, and I've asked for that confidentiality on the whole advice to be lifted, but that was refused, unfortunately. I do believe that legal privilege has been waived by the selective quoting anyway. Full and proper debate demands that the entirety of the advice should be open, and I do have questions. For example, what was the lawyer actually told? What facts were they given? What comments did they make in relation to any potential need for a full and proper forensic investigation? Was the lawyer asked to consider what authority the acting CEO had at the time? I don't know. There's also been advised in the media that the policy has changed as a result of this misunderstanding from a person that apparently has a legal background and a linguistics background. But that policy, this occurred in January 2024. Why did it take 20 months for a policy to change? I also have questions outstanding in the CEO's office where I've said, we voted in a workshop on the new elected member behaviour and support policy. The changes were summarised, but this change was not mentioned. Why was that not mentioned? Because it feels like a bit of nothing to see here going on. This matter won't go away. The truth will come out. Everyone knows how persistent I am. The RTI is in for this. A Section 28 request is in for this. It will come out. This is an Integrity Commission matter, and I encourage anyone who believes in integrity and takes whistleblowing seriously. And because the facts of the matter is, if someone has done nothing wrong, then that's exactly what the independent investigation will show. If you were innocent and there's nothing to hide, you would support an investigation. And really critically, this acting CEO had no authority to do what they did. It was flawed from day zero. We need to take this back to day zero and do the process properly. These are integrity matters, and we will not be giving up on this. And I think there might be a lot of regret for people that vote against an independent investigation, because that's a right and proper thing to do.
Just before the motion be put, Lord Mayor, could I just ask a question, if I may, please?
No, sorry, you can't.
Okay, I'll ask it after. It's okay.
So I don't yet have a... Is there a seconder for Councillor Possel's motion, procedural motion? Seconder, Councillor Lohberger. So that's procedural